Tonight, we unravel the enigmatic tale of the unsolved Axeman of New Orleans. A story where music wasn't just the soul of the city, but perhaps, just maybe, a savior for its residents. To understand the legend of the Axeman, we must first venture into the heart of New Orleans in the early 20th century, a time of contrasts where the vibrant cultural renaissance collided with deep-seated fears. Between 1918 and 1919, a series of chilling incidences took place, etching a mark of fear in the annals of crime history. The city, known for its vibrant nightlife and music, suddenly found itself caught in a grip of terror as residents were attacked in their own homes with an axe, no less. Our Axeman had a method to his madness. Instead of smashing windows or breaking down doors, he chose a rather, dare we say, artistic approach. A panel would be carefully removed from the front door, allowing the Axeman to sneak inside, as silently as a whisper carried by the night air. Once inside, the Axeman would seize either an axe or a straight razor, transforming household tools into weapons of fear. But amidst the brutality, there existed a strange, peculiar affection for jazz music. A love so profound, it became a bizarre yet integral part of this chilling narrative. As the city grappled with fear, a mysterious letter surfaced, seemingly from the Axeman himself, proclaiming a deep, unwavering love for jazz music. It was a letter that read like poetry from the underworld, a symphony of words echoing with dark promises and a strange kind of mercy intertwined with musical notes. The letter carried a strange yet oddly specific reprieve. Play jazz music and you shall be spared. Yes, dear listeners, jazz music became the hymn of survival, the melodic charm that could allegedly ward off the Axeman's wrath. And just like that, New Orleans became a beacon of jazz music, with every home playing the vibrant rhythms loud and clear, as the very notes carried within them the power to shield them evil. The police and detectives of the era were more than just baffled. With every attack, the city's heartbeat of jazz pounded louder, fueled by fear and the curious narrative spun by perhaps the Axeman himself. But amidst this chaos, the hardworking officers pursued every lead, venturing into the heart of the jazz-soaked streets to find the person responsible. The investigations led to a variety of suspects, yet no one could be definitively linked to the crimes. With limited forensics of the 1910s, the case presented a labyrinthine puzzle that seemed almost insoluble. But let's delve into some of the possible suspects and theories that have rippled through time. One theory that gained traction was the involvement of mafia groups operating in New Orleans. The city was a melting pot of cultures and was known for its intricate work of organized crime syndicates. Some investigators believed that the attacks were a series of hits orchestrated by the mafia, potentially a message in a turf war, or maybe an elaborate distraction created to divert attention from their other operations. Years later, a name emerged in the shadows: Joseph Mumfre. In 1920, a year after the last known attack of the Axeman, a woman named Esther Albano shot a man dead. This man was Joseph Mumfre, and Esther claimed he was the Axeman. Esther was, in fact, the wife of Mike Bettoni, one of the Axeman's last victims. Esther's testimony shook the city. She alleged that Mumfre had threatened her, and in a confrontation, she shot him. The case presented an uncanny coincidence. Could Mumfre have been the Axeman, meeting his end at the hands of a vengeful widow? But with no concrete evidence, this theory, too, finds a home in the collection of unproven speculations. Now, for the lovers of the supernatural and eerie, there were theories that treaded on the borders of reality. Some locals whispered the Axeman was not of this world, that he was a demonic entity that walked through walls, explaining the lack of forced entries in many of the crime scenes. The theory was fueled by the bizarre letter to the newspapers, which was signed the Axeman, a name that carried otherworldly and sinister undertones. Then we have the theory that many find fascinating. The Axeman was a jazz musician. Could it have been a fellow musician walking the line between artistic genius and madness? Someone who got lost in the intoxicating world of jazz, spiraling into the dark abyss from which there was no return. Some suggest the Axeman was a failed musician seeking vengeance against a world that didn't appreciate his music. Last but not least, we have the copycat theory, suggesting there wasn't just one Axeman, but several individuals committing crimes under the guise of the notorious Axeman, using the growing legend to cover their tracks. A hideous trend that created a wave of similar crimes, each feeding off the fear engineered by the last. As we navigate through the mosaic of theories and speculations, the enigma of the Axeman holds us in a tight grip, refusing to let go. The city of New Orleans has moved on, with the vibrant rhythms of jazz music still pulsating through its veins, a living, breathing testimony to the resilience of culture. Now, it's your turn to don the detective's hat. Share your theories, dig deeper into the intricate web of mysteries surrounding the Axeman of New Orleans, and let us know what you unearth in the comments below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into the world of unsolved mysteries. Until next time, remember, the lines between legend and reality blur in the world of mysteries, and perhaps some tales are better left unsolved, adding to the rich tapestry of folklore that has defined human history. Goodbye, and keep the jazz playing.